So, you're moving into set 4/5. You didn't even get a chance to play today. Alright. Set 4 or 5, depending on how you're counting. In the top position, as the light blue Zerg, it is SouthPark of Poland. South. I wonder if he's just a fan of the show, or if that's some kind of coincidence. Alright, and in the bottom position is Modesty of North America. Let me get that in. Modesty. Alright. I don't know. It's possible it could be... Oh. Apparently it wasn't an interview. Darn. It could have been a weird coincidence. Like, Poland, there's obviously a South Poland. Poland does have a southern half. Maybe it has parks there. Maybe he's, like, really in touch with nature and shit. I don't know. I'm not here to make assumptions. Earlier I just said that, like, all the casting was assumptions. Ignore that. They're both correct somehow. They're both correct somehow. Alright. Anyway. We have rather similarly timed spawning pools from both of our players. Rather similar builds right now. But SouthPark is clearly winning. SouthPark dominating Modesty. Did you see how ridiculously quick that spawning pool finished compared to Modesty's? Modesty is slacking. Modesty's slacking right now. So, both of them are going to decide to go for Lair as well. With this build, you can decide to go for Speed first, if you really want to be aggressive with the layings, but instead both of them just going to go for as fast a Mutalisks pretty much as you can possibly get in ZVZ. Alright. The only thing that I question, the only reason why I questioned it's whether SouthPark was a fan of the show or not, which again was confirmed by Game, apparently he is a fan of the show, was because normally you don't just like call yourself a show. You call yourself like a character from the show that you particularly like. For example, Zaraki is not named Bleach. Bakuryu is not named Bloody Roar. I'm pretty sure the game's called Bloody Roar, which is where Bakuryu comes from. Like, there are plenty of memorable characters in SouthPark. He could have called himself Towley. Would have been a great name. Towley, the Zerg player? The Polish Zerg player? Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Poo? A little bit long, but he could have called himself Mr. Hanky. I can't remember now whether it's Mr. Hanky or Mr. Yankee. I have not seen one of those episodes in a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's the game where Bakuryu comes from. Bakuryu was the dude who turned into a big mole. And I have made fun of him for that. Like, of all the cool characters you can turn into, like, one of them turns into a fucking lion, and one of them turns into a big-ass bug thing. One of them turns into a freaking dragon or something. No, I'm gonna pick the one who turns into a mole. Moles are cool. I don't know. He said he really liked the character, but I had to make fun of him even more for paying attention to the story and fighting games. That's actually not true. I did not make fun of him for that, and I kind of pay attention to that, like, more than I should. Like, when I'm watching Marvel and like somebody picks a team of characters that actually kind of makes sense all being together. Like, for example, I'm glad all of the best characters in MVC2 were X-Men. So it kind of made sense that like MSS were all like fighting together. Especially when you like were able to take out one of them and replace it with Cable. Then it made even more sense. Anyway, enough about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Modesty throwing away all of his links. But that's fine. That's fine. He got in there with one. He got in there with one health. Actually, almost got a drone halfway down. Respectable. Respectable. Unfortunately, though, again, he did throw away all of his links. Attacking SouthPark for reasons unknown. Alright. So, hopefully for Modesty here, SouthPark is going to return the favor and just run in with his Mutalisks and get them all killed. It'd be a pretty good trade for Modesty if he was able to trade all his Zerglings or all of SouthPark's Mutalisks, but I don't think it's quite gonna happen. I think SouthPark is gonna pay a little bit more attention with the Mutalisks. Mutalisks a little bit more valuable than the links. Alright. So, we have Modesty going for +1. And we have SouthPark not going for +1. So finally, like 6.5 minutes into this game, well, 6 minutes from the time we actually started the upgrade, we actually have the first divergence in what they were doing. Everything up to that point was absolutely identical. Boom, look at the gas timing. Look at the gas timing! We are freaking 7 minutes into this game and they still have identical gas timings. Identical building timings, that's the way I should put it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, Modesty is 4 supply behind because he does not have 8 links. Some of it's links, some of it is because he doesn't have like 1 extra Mutalisk because he chose to get an upgrade instead. That kind of hurts a little. Oh, Modesty is supply blocked at 34, and now SouthPark actually has a pretty big supply lead of about 7 here. Oh shit! He just killed the cacao. Oh man, SouthPark, Poland's already not doing well enough. You do not need to jinx yourself like that. Coming in with the Scourge now. Scourge getting hits from both players there. Now SouthPark running away from the last 2 Scourge that just popped out from Modesty. The Lings are going in. They're actually scoring a lot of kills. And now the Mutalisks finally come to clean them up. But the Mutalisks are going to be able to attack Modesty's Mutalisks as they try to clean up the Lings. But now, oh, SouthPark just trying to retreat back to his Scourge. And oh, what beautiful cloning. What beautiful cloning. And Modesty's dead. Yeah, he's got 2 Lings. Like, maybe he could kill all of the drones? Maybe. Kind of a long shot, but even if he does, SouthPark's just gonna kill all of Modesty's drones. Alright, so that's like 6 left still. Did get hit on 1 of them. Did take 1 Scourge hit. But SouthPark's fine. SouthPark's fine. The Lings eventually get cleaned up here. Nope, not gonna quite get a drone kill. Close. Not quite. And now, yeah, Modesty losing his Overlords. Still only has 16 supply. Losing his Mutalisks. He does have +1 armor. +1 armor's nice. I don't think it's quite nice enough, though. There we go. GG. And hey! For the first time today? Poland gets to be on the board first in a set? I can't remember about Jumper's game. Cannot remember about Jumper's game. But the other ones, yeah. Spoilers for things in the past. Alright, great. Create. Oh, shoutouts to Modesty. Also designed to pick Match Point. Alright. So, in the bottom left is the yellow Zerg. We have SouthPark from Poland. In the top right as the brown Zerg, we have Boneth, apparently not DNDing correctly. He's using special Polish DND, maybe. We have Modesty. And top right is 1 o'clock, and bottom left is 7 o'clock. Ba-boom. Alright. Sick. So, last game we saw everything get mirrored, and everything was mirrored in terms of build orders. But then SouthPark just had better micro and did not suicide his units. We'll see what happens this time. 9 pool from SouthPark and 9 pool from Modesty. And a gas from Modesty. And a gas from SouthPark. Wow, look at the timing. Look at the timing. Okay, I'm clicked on SouthParks right now. I'm clicked on SouthParks, and now I'm going to click on Modesties. That did not change. It's like exactly the same. That's ridiculous. We're gonna click on SouthParks, and we're just gonna watch Modesties. And done. Identical. Freaking identical. Alright. So, spawning pool, done for Modesty. Obviously done for SouthPark as well. Not quite the same on that one. SouthPark this time lagging horribly behind in the spawning pool department. And is that 3 sets of links? I can only see 2 eggs, but there could be one hiding behind one of the other ones. I would kind of almost assume so. Yep. Indeed. We do have 6 links. And 6 links for Modesty as well. Oh, mirrors. We got mirror matchups with the mirror builds and the mirror timings and mirrors and mirrors and mirrors. Freaking hall of mirrors up in here. Okay. Like, that was a trope in a lot of cartoons. At least when I was a kid watching cartoons. Like in Scooby-Doo kind of stuff. Like the hall of mirrors. It was like a thing. But I've never been to a place that had a hall of mirrors. I guess I didn't go to enough carnivals when I was a kid. I think I went to a couple. I don't remember a hall of mirrors. Anyway. Not important. We have Modesty coming to attack here, and once again... Well, not quite. Not quite the same as last time. He does manage to do a little bit better. But SouthPark easily holds, and over on this side, Modesty did not leave as many lings behind as SouthPark did. So he's going to have a little bit harder of a time dealing with this right now. Doing a lot of damage with the drones, and now taking a lot of damage with the drones. Ah, Modesty. Man, if only you could mirror SouthPark's skill. A little bit lopsided. I'm sorry, Modesty. Not gonna lie. Just a little bit lopsided of a matchup. SouthPark refuses to be punished by the Cacao's ire. He's just gonna go win that. Alright. So Modesty has 2 drones. He's a spot. Oh no, he doesn't have a spire, excuse me. He has a lair, which, you know, can get him the burrow upgrade. Make all of his drones invincible, because it's like SouthPark isn't going to put an overload over there. It could work. Not really, though. Now SouthPark's getting a lair with his undisturbed drone count. How much damage does Modesty think he did to South Park? Because you did not kill all of South Park's drones, but 2. That didn't happen. Alright, here we go. Next wave from South Park. And maybe he's assuming that South Park like cut drones to make lings. Takes out 1/4. He takes out 1/4 of Modesty's economy. Right there. There's the corpse of 1/4 of Modesty's economy. And GG. Alright. So South Park takes it 2-0, and this nation war is at a score of 3-1.